And we're underway here at Maturi Pavilion, and there's the first ace of the game, and it's from Kelly Kinney, the freshman. Kinney once again. Jones receives it, and a back row from Gunesh is blocked at the net by Taylor. Here's Webker. The 5'9" outside hitter gets denied. Once again, the back row, McKenna Gar, a nice dive. And it goes through the hands of Taylor and down for a kill for Ohio State.
Guys, it's just not something we're used to seeing.
Yeah, and Kaya Castle, a redshirt freshman who's been great this year with that kill. Carly Gilk, a big swing.
Kelly Kinney gonna have to use a few more shots in her arsenal, gonna have to get a bit more creative.
Meredith mentioned it, 4 service aces on Thursday for Gunesh. She's at the line now, and here's Gilk with a swing. Rejected. Kaya Castle again in the middle.
Kaya Castle, my goodness.
Once again, Kinney attacks Staller. Tuman finds Webker on the outside, and that is sent back.
It's a really good block. That Ohio State, that's a tough set, okay? This is a set that's put.
Tuman, cross to Jones. And a beautiful tap to the donut. And Ohio State once again has the lead.
Is coming in for the Ohio State Buckeyes.
She gets it right away. The old adage, the ball will find you from baseball, applies here. As Swenson sets it right back to Taylor with a big cut.
Minnesota hitting 188 so far here in this first set. So not terribly efficient, but yet thus far effective.
Bounces right in front of the hands of Staller.
Minnesota's passing is shaky. Their ball control is shaky. And if Ohio State can keep them out of system or continue to get aces.
Kinney, big swing, and they take set 1. And it was a Kinney set, whether in the block or with the kills. She had a great one, the freshman.
A really nice job by Minnesota to close that out. Ohio State, though, came screaming back at the end, and that is
able to overcome that and win set number 1. Here's Hasbrook. Gar receives, and a big swing from Taylor, but it's rejected. Gilk off the block. Gauthier getting some more playing time in the back row there. And that one, Gunesh, a hard hack. That won't come back. It's off the Gophers and out of play. That might be a defensive error there.
That's right.
Hansen gets low enough to make that play and set over by the Gophers, and that joust at the net, won by Taylor.
And Gunesh, their unfortunate handling of that free ball for Ohio State. She put
Gar once again attacking Gauthier on a free ball for Minnesota. Swenson sets Hansen off the arm of Gauthier and out, and Minnesota rolling early.
Julia Hansen.
Here's Hansen. Goes right at Gauthier again.
She's 8 kills on 12 swings with only 1 error, hitting .583.
Off the net from Gilk. Tuman sets cross court to Jones. Gilk keeps it up. Bump set from the back row for Hansen. Hasbrook down to it. Jones taps it over. Swenson a bump set for Hansen. Free ball. In system, Gophers find Myers. Myers another hack. Gauthier from the back row finds Jones. Swenson taps it over. Diving dig from Hasbrook. What a rally we're seeing here from these two teams. Hansen through the block and puts the hammer down.
Wow, what a point for Minnesota. Everyone getting into the action here. You see Julia Hansen
showing some offensive prowess as well. The key defensive player for the Buckeyes. Swenson bump set for Hansen. This time she taps over. Hasbrook finds Gunesh. Swenson, Hansen. That duo having a ball here in set 2.
And their defense so far in the match, they've got 19 digs, 8 just in this current set.
Swenson for Kinney, off of Hasbrook. Now Gauthier, an attempt to swing. A joust at the net. Castle pokes it back up. Gunesh back row, rejected. Kelly Kinney at Miami. Then the second year, she's trying to get up back to pace. And then these last 2 that she had in Miami, she finally found her footing as Hansen puts it down, and Minnesota retakes the 5-point lead. You mentioned it, second kill, 14 assists and 6 digs, but she also has 2 blocks to go along with those. Gilk right through the block, off the hands of Gauthier and down.
That is a big swing out of Carly Gilk. So that Castle just has a one-on-one.
I don't know if there's been a more personified version of terminates in a volleyball match. That was lethal. Hansen rejected, and we are tied at 20. Gar attacks Gauthier, but Jones steps in front. Here's Gunesh from the back row. Bump set from Gar. Hansen right through the block, off the hands of Gunesh, and it's a 3-point Minnesota lead.
I think, these are things that you can coach, that you can work on in practice, that you can control. If they can get it together, their back half of the Big Ten season is going to look a lot better than what they've started.
And it's what we've seen all day.
Puts Julia Hansen left front, so she gets a full pass through the front row right away, but Ohio State there.
Bounces right in front of the line, and an ace from Gauthier. Here is Hansen again. An attack staller newly into the game. Jones, nice job getting low from Gilk. And now Kinney. Cross court, diving play made by Hasbrook. Gunesh through the block. Kinney again, taps over. Hasbrook sets to Gunesh. Cross court, nice job Gilk, once again digging. And Julia Hansen, the back row attack, soars in.
It's a really good run-in transition. I love finding Julia Hansen on this BIC. Coming 4 errors on 24 swings. She's only hitting 0.83 right now.
She does have 3 service aces. Here's Kinney. Gunesh gets low to get that one. Back row attack, Jones flying in from the rafters to terminate that one.
I love that run to Jones out of the back row. It's so smart.
So no touch, Minnesota gets the point, but if you're Keegan Cook, you have that long break to talk to your...
Obviously, Gar, where do we want her to put the serve? So you're really just kind of using the chance to say, okay, in this next point, here's what we're looking for.
Castle sets over her head from Tooman, and she's unable to make a swing at it. The Gophers did a free one.
Yeah, and Tooman and Castle, that's an unusual misconnection out of them, and we'll go to...
22-14, Carr at the service line. Hard angling serve there. Kinney. Out of system swing right through the block, and Minnesota gets back on track. Block is there to hit it as hard as she can, and another freshman delivering. Free ball overpass. Minnesota pushes it back. Gunesh into the block. Jordan Taylor and Kelly Kinney say, we'll see you later.
My goodness, that's a... Oh my gosh, look at how fast that went. No, that's lights out for her on that one.
Stella Swenson serves. Tooman finds Castle, overhit, and Minnesota wins it in straight sets. And how fitting of a way than a struggling Ohio State team with a hitting error to cap it off.